It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everybody. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and the rest of our terrific 2K crew. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they've been nothing more than a pedestrian team, kind of run-of-the-mill. We weren't sure quite what to make of them coming into the season. And as a matter of fact, I'm still baffled by them.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is just who they are. I mean, it's not a tremendously talented team. Perhaps you would have expected a little bit more out of them, but in the end, they're just they're an average NBA team.
State Farm presents the starting five. Look at who we've got on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to episode 8 of the Cleveland Cavaliers Association mode. This game will be taking on the New York Knicks, the runner-up in the NBA championship, who lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves. But this is season 2, game 1, not really game 1, but game 1 I'll be showing you guys as we face the Knicks, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, and Amon Shumpert. I want you guys to look at this play by James George, our rookie. Look at this. He posts up Carmelo, he spins off him and just slams it down. I really like that play. If you hear any weird noise, that's my dog. But here, Monta was like, oh, I'm a little jealous. Let me get some dunks in there too. But yeah, so season 2, we're trying, hopefully maybe we can make the playoffs. I either want to make the playoffs or completely bomb the season so we get a good draft pick. But Jared Jack right there with a nice 3 as he will hit another 3 to clinch it. And now we're down by 1 point going into the second quarter. But Carmelo's trying to get something on us. He will end up shooting it, will make it, and that's the end of the first quarter. But I will take another shot. Jared Jack will make it for a 2-pointer, hoping it was a 3, but it ended up only being good for 2 points as we are down by 1 point to the New York Knicks. But I don't know. But Amon Shumpert getting another amazing slam, playing really good. Ravenfelder will kick it out to Carmelo Anthony, who's just gonna dunk it himself too. This team is dunking all over us, and look at us. We're down by a lot of points right now, but I'll see that.
So that brings the first half to a close. Knicks lead by 11. Well, folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime report for this Thursday night. New York leading against Cleveland. They're off to a hot start this season. They'd like to continue that hot streak in this game. A phenomenal performance by Carmelo Anthony. He's got 12 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And the Cavaliers, boy, they're putting up a fight. And give them credit defensively. They're boxing out, controlling their defensive backboards. Anderson Varejao has been clicking through the first 2. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. Let's start off with a peek at some games scheduled for later on. The Bucks will face off against the Pacers in Indianapolis. The 7 p.m. Eastern tip time is set. And one game also on the docket. The Lakers are playing at Staples Center as they go up against the Pistons. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern. And to look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. For the Wizards, they'll be up against the Suns out in Phoenix. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 12 points, and he has 1 block in the game, too.
I don't care if it's a small contribution.
And we are back. As you can tell, at the beginning of it, we're down by more than 10 points as Paul George tries to screw up Melo. He will get enough space, shoot the ball on a fadeaway, and he will get that. James George is really good at making his own shots, getting separation, and just fading away for the shot. as he will try to do again here, but he'll just end up just hitting Kyrie Irving for a nice little dump off swoosh, as Dion Waiters will get a swoosh right there, cut the lead to 6, but they just keep getting leads on us over and over, as Tristan Thompson with a massive slam. But we come back, but we were not really, I mean, they just keep, their leads are just so big, and I mean, it's tough to stop right now. So, we're trying to stay in the game. We end up getting fouled and one. Tyler that will make that shot. Down by 3. We'll end up hitting Kyrie Irving, who will make it, down by 2. So we're so close. They will end up scoring, but Kyrie Irving will end up scoring on our very next play too. So, sorry for that pause. I was just checking something. But look at James George with a tough contact layup. Then we will oop it to Jared Jack, who won't get the slam, but will get the layup, and we take the lead. And at the end of the fourth quarter, we have the lead by 3 points, as Kyrie Irving gets another tough layup, as Dion Waiters gets another 3-pointer, as Kyrie Irving will pass it to James George, who will pass it to Kyrie Irving, who will get another assist, as Kyrie Irving gets a basket. Here, James George, I thought he was going to go for a cool dunk, but he ended up just laying up, probably because he was tired, as Carmelo goes for a layup, a very tough, hard contact layup, but we're up by 6 points. Carmelo shaking and baking Tristan Thompson over there. Okay, I guess I wanted to show it to you twice. Yeah, that was all part of my plan. But once again, Carmelo going for another hard layup. Cut it down by 4. We're trying to make something. James George for back up, fade away 3, and that will go in. Well, fade away 2, excuse me. James George once again working. They will pull up right in their face and switch that too. Getting a lot of bad shots with him, but he was still making them. Once again, he'll try to post him up. He'll fade away, and that will go in again. James George is balling up right now. Kyrie Irving will go set a pick. He will end up taking his own roll, and he will make that tie the game. 40 seconds left. Carmelo Anthony will make that shot. We're down by 2, so we pass it, but we end up not getting the ball somehow, and now they have the ball. Monson one of them missing that shot. We will grab the rebound. We will chuck it down to James George, who's running on the fast break, and we'll oop it to Dion Waiters, who will get the nice little layup. Thought he was going to dunk it too, but he didn't. But we'll hit Carmelo Anthony. I'll jump. He'll shoot it, and it will go in. Carmelo Anthony saves the game for the New York Knicks, and we take our first loss in the season of me showing you me playing. We take our first loss. We probably could have won the game if I forced a lot of shots with James George off camera, because I just wanted to play with him so bad. But yeah, we lost. Carmelo came up big, and we came up small. But anyways, guys, comment, like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sadly we lost, but there's still we lost, but I mean, we're trying to make the playoffs still. But obviously losing isn't going to help us. But anyways, guys.